Hey everyone, it's Alexander Robinson. Welcome to the channel and welcome to Cannes, France. I am here at the Cannes Film Festival, which is actually going on, nope, not that way, right down there. They're about to have their opening ceremony, which I will not be attending, but I managed to see my first movie at the Cannes Film Festival. And funny enough, it's not a movie that's in competition, nor is it a new release. Go figure. That's right, my very first review of the Cannes Film Festival is a retro one, more specifically for The Gold Rush, which is directed by, written by, and stars the one and only Charlie Chaplin. It came out in 1925, making it the oldest movie I have reviewed on this channel so far. This movie follows Charlie Chaplin's iconic tramp character as he is essentially digging for gold during the Great Gold Rush of the late 19th century. He soon comes across a young woman who he is madly in love with, and from this point on, it's a Charlie Chaplin movie, so a lot of craziness happens. Let me first get this out of the way right off the bat. Why am I reviewing a 100-year-old Charlie Chaplin movie at the Cannes Film Festival as my first review? Why am I not reviewing something like Mission Impossible, or the new Richard Linklater movie, or the new Wes Anderson movie? Well, to answer the last question is because they haven't shown them down there yet, but I'm hoping to see those movies. But the main reason why I'm reviewing this movie as part of the Cannes Film Festival is because this isn't just simply a re-release for its 100th anniversary. This is a full-blown reconstruction of the movie. So the background to this movie is that it came out in 1925, and in 1942, Charlie Chaplin essentially pulled a George Lucas, where he made a lot of changes to the Gold Rush. He added music, he added sound effects, he added narration, and was adamant that the original version not be shown, similar to how George Lucas doesn't like people showing off the unaltered versions of the original Star Wars trilogy. So the print of the movie that I saw was upgraded to 4K, but also consisted of a lot of supposedly lost elements that basically reconstructed the entire movie to be as close as it possibly could have to when it first released in 1925. So that's why this premiering at Cannes is so significant. And as for the movie itself, it was pretty fun. I am very well familiar with Charlie Chaplin. I don't think I've ever seen his movies all the way through, but this movie really has a lot of charm. It's very funny, and it's a classic era silent film. There's something about watching an authentic silent movie that is such a joy, seeing how these movies were made back in the day, and the fact that there's a lot of fast movement in the sense that the camera speed is at a different rate, so all the actors are moving faster than they were probably performing at. That's especially the case when it comes to a lot of the film's comedic moments. There are a lot of comedic moments in this movie where the characters are in dangerous situations, and it just comes across as really funny. I don't know if it was intended to be funny, but with how fast the actors are moving and that cheerful score, it really was a joy to watch. As for Charlie Chaplin's character in this movie, everybody recognizes the tramp. He's got that iconic bowler hat, he's got the cane, he wears a suit, and what I love about this movie is that he is essentially digging for gold while wearing all of that. Everywhere this guy goes is covered in snow completely, and yet he doesn't wear a giant woolly coat. He is just trying to dig for gold wearing all that, and I wish I had this man's confidence. There are some other fun characters in this movie. Mack Swain as Big Jim definitely leaves an impression, because there's a point early on in the movie where he is basically losing his mind as he's stuck in a cabin with the tramp, that he imagines the tramp as a chicken and is threatening to kill him and eat him. And you're like, holy crap, that is dark, but the way it's played for laughs, so it's nothing but funny. Georgia Hale in the movie is also really good as Georgia. Not much of an original name there, but she's really good. Her character, though, I found myself hating her at points because she's very wishy-washy between the tramp and this other guy that she seems to love in a very frustrating, come here, no go away, come here, no go away. And at the end of the movie, I was like, why should I be invested that these two characters are together? Like, it's a happy ending for the tramp, sure, but I'm not sure how authentic it is for us, the audience. To be honest, there wasn't a lot in this movie that I found to be flawed or bad. The only thing that really stuck out to me is that there's a part of the movie when the tramp and Georgia meet and they're dancing, and the score starts playing bits of Once Upon a Dream from Sleeping Beauty. It might sound a little nitpicky, but you remember in The Artist when all of a sudden the theme for Vertigo plays in the third act? It takes you out of the movie. That's what this did. Like, I'm watching a silent film starring Charlie Chaplin, and all of a sudden the instrumental version of a Disney song from the 1950s is playing, and that's all I can think of. So it's not the entire song, it's just the opening notes, like do 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 do. That's all that plays, and of course there are no lyrics, being a silent movie, but it was just bizarre. I'm curious to know how many people will be irritated by that moment happening. But other than that, even though this is a 100-year-old film, I am so glad that this was the first movie I saw at the Cannes Film Festival, and the first movie that I can pop my silent film review cherry for, because I can't believe it's taken me this long to review any silent movie. I've been long overdue to review a silent movie, and for The Gold Rush, I say it's worth seeing in your lifetime. I'm really curious to see what other versions of this movie are like, if I would have the same opinion on them or whatnot. I highly encourage you all to check it out. And there you go, that's my retro review for The Gold Rush. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, this isn't going to be my usual recording location when it comes to these Cannes reviews. I'm gonna try and do reviews the second I come out of movies, especially if I'm trying to see Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. But this is an instance where I'm working out the kinks for these Cannes reviews. This actually worked out because I'm recording on the balcony of the Airbnb I'm staying at, and I can't wait for you guys to see the other reviews when I put them up. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I also want to give a special thank you to my subscribers and YouTube members right over here. You guys are the reason why this channel continues to grow every day, and if you want to help to financially support the channel, you can do so via YouTube memberships for as little as $1.99 a month. But until next time, I want to know what you guys think about The Gold Rush. Whatever your opinions are, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button to get notifications. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me on these social media platforms and my theme park and travel channel right here on YouTube. Especially considering that I'll be uploading a series of vlogs of this trip on that channel once I get back to Los Angeles. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, have a good day and take care of yourselves.